Okay, here we are in the statistics, the analytics and insights portion of one of the videos in this account. This is where you're going to see some very powerful statistics and analytics about each individual video that you're looking at. And I'm going to go over each part of this so you can see the kind of information that you're able to see. So at the top here, you first notice that you have a couple options here. You have engagement, play by date, and views by region. Right now I'm on engagement, and I'm just going to go over some of these numbers here with you. At the top here, you're going to see a summary with a bar graph here of some of the numbers that are below. So here is a summary showing the number of viewers on the left. And as you can see here, we have total loads, unique loads, total plays, etc. And on the right side, we have our statistics. Again, a bar graph of the information below. So this is going to show you stuff like this. So this video in particular had 3.4 thousand total loads. So the video was loaded 3,400 times. And out of those 3,400 times, 2,300 were unique. So those are unique IPs. Out of all of those loads, the video, and this is out of the total loads, the video was played 99% of the time. So this number is generated from the total loads and the plays, the play rate. Okay, so there was loaded 3,400 times and was played 3,300 times. So that is a 99% play rate. Now your average time watched is 53%. That means that the average time that the video was watched across all views was 53% of the video. Okay, so they watched about half of the video. About 21% of the time the video was watched until the very end. Okay, and then you have some other numbers here, the total hours watched and unique replays. And then at the bottom here we have some great information on the sharing power and the lead-in, the opt-in power of your video. This one had a 0.09 social share, so that means that basically what this means is, to put it in whole numbers for you, if your video had 100 views and out of those 100 views it was shared 5 times, your percentage share would be 5%. Okay, and then the same thing goes for opt-ins. If your video was viewed 100 times and 20 of those views resulted in an opt-in, the percentage share would be 20%. So that's how that one works. And then we have a quick explanation here below that will explain the numbers I just went over. And it's just a little paragraph here to kind of put it all into perspective for you. Now below that we have some more really exciting stuff, some very cool stuff. The first one is a heat map. And what this one will show is by color which parts were watched, which parts were skipped, which parts were rewatched, which part was not watched at all. So as you can see here, these last two, these were just some tests that I was doing the last couple of days, so you're not going to see anything watched. This last one was watched on the 11th for about 21 seconds, and then they clicked away. Now you just click on here, add more results, and it'll show you some more individual views. It'll show their IP address, what country they're from. This one was from Serbia, Denmark, Romania. Pretty cool. So you can see where all your users are coming from, and we'll get to that, more of that in a minute. I'm sorry, where all your viewers are coming from, and I'll show you more about that in a minute. So you're going to see all types of different color-coded stuff. The yellow here, that means that was rewatched. So they watched until a minute 17, then went back and rewatched that portion. So that's some very cool stuff that you can take a look at. And then below we have a graph that shows your engagement. And as you can see here, you can see that most of the people watched it, and then this is what, they start to drop off as the video goes, which is normal. And then right here at about the 1 minute and 10 second, we had a large drop off. So something in at that portion there, at 1 minute 10 seconds, resulted in them dropping off, a lot of people dropping off the video. Okay, so what you want to do, what this is going to show you is, hey, let me look at the video. What happened at the 1 minute 10 second mark that made a lot of people drop off? So you can kind of see, what doesn't interest you or your viewers, and you can see what does interest them. And then you can see that drop off there, and then it continues to drop off slowly. So that is some really amazing information about your videos that tells you what people like about your videos, what they don't like about your videos, which one are performing really well, which ones aren't performing really well. So I'm going to scroll back up to the top here and just show you the couple other pieces of this of the analytics here. If you click on the play by date, it's going to show you the plays by your day. Now obviously this video was released in 2013. This was for a relaunch we had 2 years ago for version 2.0 of vooPlayer. Now we're on version 3.0. But as you can see, most of that was watched in 2013, and we still get plays because this page is live somewhere out there, so people are still somehow getting to it. And then again, you can change that over here if you want to change, when the plays were, if you want to know what plays were last 7 days or this month, etc. So if I click on this month, you can see all the plays during the last 30 days. Okay, and then we can click on the views by region, and this will show you all the views, where in the world that your viewers are coming from. Okay, this is a quick globe look at, or a quick globe that gives you a look at it. And then if you scroll down, it gives you a nice pie graph that shows you where most of your viewers are. Very, very cool stuff. We really love our analytics feature, and we are constantly adding little things that that we think are useful to you guys. Okay, next let's take a look at the split testing feature of vooPlayer. I'm going to go ahead and click on the split test here at the top. Okay, now what the split testing feature is going to show you is going to allow you is so you can split test multiple videos against each other to see which one is performing the best. Okay, and then once you find out which one is performing the best, you can serve that video over the ones that lost. So for example, let's say you have 2 videos on a sales page or on a blog page, and you want to know which one your viewers like more, which one are they watching more, which one are they sharing more. You just set up a split test between the 2, and then what will happen was vooPlayer will serve each video one at a time to different viewers. So viewer 1 will get video 1, viewer 2 will get video 2, viewer 3 will get video 1, viewer 4 will get video 2, etc. So it'll split them up evenly amongst all your viewers, and it'll track the results. And let me show you how to do that. It's really easy to do. First, if you want to see a quick review of the instructions, you can just click on this, and it'll come up here and show you how to set this up. I'll show you that right now. So the first thing you want to do is select your videos you want to split test. So let's say we want to split test, let's say AAA and DDDD, right? I check those 2 off. Next thing you want to do is name the split test. So, whatever you want here. The next option here is asking you, do you want to serve the most effective video automatically after a certain time? So this is saying, okay, do you want to split test this for say 2 weeks and then have vooPlayer serve the winner automatically and forget about the loser? I'm going to go ahead and click yes. Okay, and then I'm going to choose an ending date. So let's say I want to split test it for 2 weeks from today. I'll go ahead and click the ending date, and today is the 22nd, so we'll go ahead and choose the 6th. Okay, so that's going to be 2 weeks of split testing. Now it's going to ask me what metric is most important to me. Let me click this drop down here, and you can see your options here. Now, your options for what's the most important is either play rate, engagement, the social sharing, or the opt-in leads. Okay, now what that's saying is, what's more important? Do you want to know which video has a better play rate? So that means which video is actually played more. Okay, that might have something to do with your page setup. It could have something to do with the splash screen you used on the video. It could also, it could test the headline you have above the video. So that, all those little things you can change can affect the play rate of your video. The next one is engagement. This is one that's probably used the most often. This is going to test which video people watch the most, right? So if the engagement percentage, and I showed you that in the analytics just a minute ago, if the engagement for video 1 ends up being 40% and the engagement for video 2 ends up being 60%, meaning that in video 1 they watched on average 40% of the video, and in video 2 they watched on average 60% of the video, video 2 is going to be the winner. Okay, and according to my setup here, it will serve video 2 automatically, only video 2, after May 6th. And then you can also split test by which video is shared more or which video gets the most opt-ins. So for example, let's say you want to test which video gets the most opt-ins. What you can do is use the same video on both the videos you're split testing, and for one, put the opt-in form on, say, the 10-second mark of the video, and on the second video, put the opt-in form on, say, the 30-second part of the video, and you can see which one do people respond to better. Do they respond better when the opt-in form is showed at 10 seconds, or do they perform better, or do they respond better when the opt-in form is shown at the 30-second mark? Or you can use 2 different videos and use the opt-in form at the same time. how you use it and what you want to split test and what's more important to you is going to affect how you set up your split test. So I'm going to go ahead and click engagement. Okay, and then basically you just click save and get code. And I'll use this code here and I'll paste this on my website. And now vooPlayer will, like I said, it'll show video 1 to viewer 1, and then video 2 to viewer 2, and then video 1 to viewer 3, and so on, showing an even amount of each video to all your viewers across your 2-week test, in this case 2 weeks. So for example, during this 2 weeks, if I get 1,000 views to my video, it'll show 500. It'll show the video 500 times or show this video AAA 500 times, and then this video DDDD, it'll show that one 500 times. Now, if you want to see the performance of your split tests, you just scroll down here and you can see all the split tests that you've set up. Okay, it shows your split test name, the date it was created, the date it's ending, how many videos are in the split test. And then you have some options here. You can edit your split test, you can take a look at the stats, you can get the code or delete it here. Let's go back and click on view the stats. Okay, so I viewed the stats of the one I just created. As you can see, there's no statistics yet because obviously I just created it, no one's watched the video yet. But as your video is played, you're going to see the different statistics here. You're going to see how many times it was loaded, you're going to see the play rate here, you're going to see the engagement here. In this example, I used engagement as the variable I want to track. So if this first video engagement ends up being higher than the second video, it'll automatically award it after 2 weeks. Now, if I check the stats after a week and see that one video is really outperforming another video, I can just go up to here and click award now, and it'll award that video immediately. I won't have to wait the 2 weeks. So like I said, this is just a fantastic way to test which video is performing better, based on what you want to track, whether it's engagement or social sharing or anything like that. Now, one more other thing to note is this priority thing here. With this, you can actually adjust if you want one video to be shown more than the other for some reason. Generally, you'd probably want this to stay 50%, 50%, but if for some reason you want one video to be shown maybe 60% and another one 40%, you can change that here. Okay, and that concludes my overview of the analytics and the split testing. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.